In this episode tonight, coming up, it's more chat about football.
Hello, Happy New Year. Sounds like I've been out partying, Michael.
Sounds like you have been out partying and he's coughing in here.
Oh,
And it means I might catch something.
I'm not infectious. I'm quite dull.
Anyways, what we're going to do first before we get into this is like, subscribe.
Oh yeah, hit the like button, subscribe button, the notification button, and the share button. If you're enjoying this and watching this and go, oh, that's quite funny, we'll share this and other people can see it too. That's how that works.
Don't forget to follow us on all the other social media channels. That would be absolutely great. Go to the website because that's worth a visit too.
It is, and I will be writing up a report of today's game on the website.
Yes.
It wasn't much of a report, that will it?
No, probably not. And a massive thank you. I've been assured about 20 minutes ago that the remaining fund for the camera has just been squared off. So we have all the money. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
To
Well done.
everybody. And we were hoping in the coming weeks that will be rectified, however long it takes to sort out. But without you fans out there and supporters and directors or, everybody across the board, this wouldn't happen. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not just about Corby Town on the pitch, but without the kind of support that we get here in making giving you the chance to watch all the kind of stuff that happens out on the pitch, we need that support as well. So thank you very much indeed. Now, it is New Year's Day.
Yes.
We should now be just coming up to kick-off.
Yes.
And the game's been called off.
That's right. Yeah.
So we would have been playing Wellingborough today. It would have been a great opener, a great local derby. It would have been a great thing to see. There would have been a few fans up here, but unfortunately, the weather's been miserable.
Yeah, apparently it was the pitch was playable early this morning, and then we had a massive downpour, and that was that.
And the problem is, and this brings on to another thing, that without a large quantity of fans that can come up here and volunteer to maybe, in these times of need, kind of fork the pitch and get the water away quicker, it causes a problem. So that the puddles on the pitch stayed there because we don't have the volunteers to kind of help us and move the water when we need to get that happening. But I've never seen, and I've said this before, I've never seen rain like it in the last couple of months that we've had, in the last couple of years. Pitches and games have been called off just because the amount of rain that we're getting. And that's all down to many, many things. I was going to just say China there, but that would be wrong. And I can't say that. So allegedly, China.
So your club needs you. Your club needs you. Come and support. Be a volunteer. Get in contact with the club. There's an email address, which I'm sure. But if you're at a game, come find somebody, one of the ground staff, Pete or somebody like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll welcome you to do anything you can at all, even if it's on match days coming up an hour or so earlier and helping out. That would be highly beneficial. Yes.
It would, yeah. Just go to info@corbytown.co.uk, or, of course, go to the website and put a notice on there and somebody will get back to you. But, yeah, it would be useful if we've got people that are around, especially on these days when it's been really, really wet, that we could actually get on the pitch and fork it up and just get the water away. That would be tremendous. I think there must be other ways of getting water away. And they're brushing water away as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
But it's not like you can use a paper towel.
I remember when I used to do industrial cleaning, one of the most effective ways of getting it was like, and I don't know whether you can do it on grass, is like a big a wet vacuum cleaner. But they do big industrial ones. Never seen one or heard of it going on grass. That would be interesting. Maybe it would churn the pitch up. I don't know. But anyways.
It would still set the water off, and it would take the water off the top of the grass. But yeah, it's been, because it's not been warm. The ground isn't warm. There's still water in the ground because it hasn't evaporated, and we're still getting more and more water coming down.
We are.
So global warming's the wrong word for it. It's global wetness, and that's where we're at. But we've been lucky today because we've had the boss come in.
Yep.
And we'll be able to share that interview with you.
Yes, the podcast will be back. Just so you know, an update. You may have seen there has been no highlights through many different reasons. I still have no car. It's coming up to 7 weeks on Monday.
That's shocking.
Yeah, absolutely.
For those that don't know, Michael had his car hit by an unknown driver who then drove off. That's the worst. First of all, you don't do that. You'd have to be a right muppet to do that, drive away from a scene of an accident. Anyway, you're not likely to be watching this because you probably haven't got any ears or kind of sensibilities. Now, the second thing is they gave you a car that you're too big to fit in. Muppets! So
I have to bend over to get in it, and then I struggle. Try to get behind the wheel. Can it drive it? On a policy, you pay extra for that, and it's absolutely useless for me.
You could mention them and just shame them.
Thanks to my missus who got me to the Loughborough game, and she's going to drive me on Saturday. Should be the game on as well. So she's going to take the old fellas with us as well.
Right, so we'll be off there, and we will be at the game in Presence versus Rugby Town. Hopefully that game will be on. We'll have to have a look, see which other games have been played and are currently on today. Obviously, Corby's game is the first game to be played in the new year. The others kicking off at some at 1, some at 1:30, some at 3 o'clock. So we'll have to keep an eye on them and see what other games have been called off. But I know Lie's off.
Is it?
Yeah, I believe Lie's off. So, it's a weird time of year, and all this water is just causing a bigger problem. I'm sure if Lie's off, Anstey will be off as well, apparently, if they were at home. But it's problematic. But we will bring you coverage. But if you did you see the coverage that came out of Diamonds?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I watched it. Yeah,
that was quite interesting. It's not the way that we do games, but it is the way that non-league. What's he called? But you can find it. We've tagged it on all the socials. You can watch that. At least you get to see the goals. I did capture the first goal, which was known goal. I was right behind Danny where he struck it, and I looked at it. It was a bit foggy, wasn't it? It was a bit foggy. You couldn't see what happened when it got into the box, but it pinged off the leg of a defender.
A couple of big thank yous also. I'd like to say thank you to Danny Setchell for all his efforts while he's been with the club. He was announced he's gone to Histon.
Yeah.
And to also Tristan Thompson-Matthews, who I messaged yesterday on Facebook to thank him as well, because now he's at Anstey Nomads.
Yes, he is. He's been playing there a couple of games. So, I'm sure there'll be other players coming in. Obviously, we've had the return of Callum Thomas, who's only around for 3 games, so he is available for the game on Saturday.
He's going back to his modelling then.
Yeah, he's going back to modelling. He likes to do Boeings and Messerschmitts.
Okay.
Airfix modelling.
Yeah.
What a cow. But yeah, I did see him in the bar, and he's a bit disappointed the game's off because he's had to get up really early. But
I've been a very happy boy, and I was so happy because on Boxing Day, guess what happened?
I have no idea. Well, you didn't go to the football.
Tottenham lost to Forest. We are second in the Premier League. Now, it's probably not going to stay like that, which is fine. Being 20-odd points ahead of Tottenham or whatever it is. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. It's great when you haven't got a full team, and you got all the
Anyways, joking aside, I'm so happy at the moment. It's made me really sort of very happy. And we're obviously going to get another season in the Premier League, and that was the biggest goal. What happens beyond now, really, to me, doesn't really matter. Anyways, and the other thing, we don't have a game on the 11th.
No, I won't be here.
No,
I'm going away.
Neither am I, because I managed to get a ticket for the FA Cup against Luton. And I thought there'd be loads of tickets. When I went on the site? No. Hardly any tickets left at all. I was very, very lucky. So I'll be at Forest.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, yeah. Do I want to go to Tamworth? No, not really. And I'm worried that Tottenham are going to have to play on a 3G pitch. And it could be another downward mark in our terrible season.
They'll get
Tamworth.
it right.
Tamworth. I've been to Tamworth on several occasions.
Yeah.
It's not the best pitch, not the best ground. Tottenham will not relish it.
Of course, yeah. They have got Tamworth, haven't they?
Yeah.
Andrew's got to take it seriously. He's got to go out there, play a strong team, just get them through the round. Doesn't matter if it's a scrappy 1-0.
That's great, but when you've got 10 players sidelined, it's problematic. So we'll wait and see what happens. That's going to be a busy weekend, isn't it? But 10 days away from here. But it is New Year. 25 past 8. I do like that.
Yep, Christmas is now over and done with. New Year.
No, that was over and done with on Boxing Day. That didn't last that long.
Over and done with. Does that mean the transfer window is now open?
I believe it is. It's the 1st of January. The transfer window will be open.
Tottenham are putting in 150 million for Gibbs White.
That would make some sense. He's quite a good player.
Anyways, it's been a wonderful year from my point of view doing this. It's another year in the bank, and I'm sure Mr. Coffee will probably say the same for both of us.
You make it sound like I'm married to Teresa. Who would want to marry Teresa Coffee? Dirty Tories. Now, yeah. And the New Year's list of honours came out. Gareth Southgate. I'm not calling him Sir Gareth ever.
Oh, no. You weren't in it then?
No. I'd knock it back. I wouldn't take that. I'm not taking any kind of gong that's got the word British on it. Vile.
Fair enough.
There you go. I'm with David Bowie on that.
Smashing.
But yes. So, hopefully, I don't know, what timeout. Gary, game should have been on. Called off versus Wellingborough on the first day of the year, and Happy New Year to you, obviously.
Thank you.
But hugely disappointing.
Oh, really disappointing. That's just a killer, in it? Because obviously 8 o'clock the pitch was playable. I spoke to the groundsman at 8, and then we had this huge downpour. And when the ref was inspecting the pitch, there was water on there. We tried to get it off, and obviously that just kept raining. And then other areas of the pitch started getting water on. That's a problem. That's obviously we've not had a lot of luck this year with the revenue games. Obviously, we lost 2 penalty shootouts in the cup and the trophy, which is obviously revenue. We lost the Walsall Wood game when we was top and they were second early on in the season in the summer, or in the sort of like when the weather was good. So that was going to be a good crowd. We lost that due to them folding. And then your next big crowd, which would have probably been today, hopefully, we lose that as well. So that's just another little bit of a kick in the cans for the club, who are trying hard. And obviously on the pitch, we wanted with the last 2 home performances, what better way to try and put a performance on than in front of a big crowd? So we sort of had a half decent performance at Ruston and got the result, and that would have been nice to come home here and kick the new year off with a win at home.
And of course, now obviously looking back at that Boxing Day game, it was a good performance, and the players dug in well. It was a difficult pitch again. There seems to be a lot of that. I've never known football pitches like it in the last couple of years. They've just been sodden, but a good performance and a great finish at the end of it, give you a 2-0 victory.
Yeah, and we needed it, didn't we? We needed a performance. We needed the result. The lads really dug in. I thought we was, no disrespect to Ruston, but we looked a level above them. We looked like we wanted it more than them. And we tried to put the first step in putting a few wrongs right. We've had a sticky month, November and December. We've been stop, start, games off, games on. We ain't playing. We've got another one next Saturday. We're meant to be playing Walsall Wood. So this being off today ain't ideal. We've got 2 games, then we've got a break. And that's how it's been for the season. And obviously we're trying to manage it the best we can. The club are trying to manage it the best they can. And all we can do is keep the players training, keep them fit. There's an unbelievable camaraderie in the dressing room that could never be questioned. And we just got to stick together. Look, at the start of the season, we wanted to get in the playoffs. We had a brilliant start, obviously raised the bar hugely. We're still in a great position to get in the playoffs. And if you do get in the playoffs, obviously we want to finish second. If we don't finish second, we want to finish third, and so on and so on. And if you do get in the playoffs, you're 2 games away from step 3 football, which is probably as close as this club has been for 7 or 8 years. You know, I took over 2 years ago, January time. I think the club had, 31, 38. I think they had 38 points, I think, from, 23, 24 games. I think we've got 45. We've definitely made progress, because last year we finished 7th. That year we finished 8th or something like that. And this year, you know, all being well, we get ourselves keep ourselves in the mix for the rest of the season, and we've got a shot to get in the club where I feel the club deserves to be, and that's step 3. So we're on target. I think we've got 42, 45 points from 22 games, I believe it is. I think it's something like that, which is more than 2 points a game.
Yeah.
Which, if you get 40 games, it's 80 points. If you get 80 points, you finish in the top 3. That's as simple as that. So, you know, we're on target to where we want to be. Obviously, we got carried away when we was top, and the club get carried away, rightly so, because we was playing well in the summer. We was playing really well. We was getting good results. We felt we could go anywhere and win. Our away form's still excellent. I think we had 8 wins away from home this year, or maybe even 9. I'm not sure. And we just got to keep ticking along. We are going to have speed bumps. We've had a few of them in the last couple of weeks, and that's how you get over them. If you know, we went to Ruston, we rolled the sleeves up. We went to Sutton Coldfield, we got a big win there. The Hinckley game, we just didn't show up for whatever reason. We weren't good enough. We got what we deserved. We made mistakes, which is a problem. And then we went to Ruston and put it right. And hopefully, against a very good Wellingborough side, we could have kicked on from that. But we'll have to use that against Rugby now on Saturday.
As you say, Rugby Saturday afternoon away. Not going to dwell too much on that, but as you said, they've got new managers, so there might be a kind of a high point for them, as they all rally around their manager and their new manager. And then we're back here on the Wednesday night versus Lye.
Yeah.
And another, what will be a difficult game under another new manager.
Yeah, 2 new managers, so all the analysis we've got will probably go out the window. You know, we've got pretty much good information on most of the teams in this division now. Obviously, I've been in the division 2 years now, so we've got good analysis. We sort of half know what they're going to do before we play them, but obviously with new managers coming, that'll all be different script. Obviously, Rugby got a very good manager in Ian King. You know, he's been around for ages. He's managed at the level above. So he's a good manager. He'll get them organised. He'll get them hard to beat. And that's probably going to be a different Rugby than what we'd have faced under Carl. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to the game really much now. Obviously, all the players were disciplined last night, which, you know, you do have to sacrifice. You know, people obviously think we're professional footballers and think this is a full-time job and watch Liverpool on the telly and then come down here at 12:30, come down here at 3 and expect to see the same sort of football. It don't happen. This is non-league. We're part-time. But we still have to make the same sacrifices at Christmas and New Year and look after ourselves, which we've done. We've trained in between Christmas and New Year, which we've done. And I just feel for the players because they have made the sacrifices with the families and everything over the Christmas and New Year. And, you know, the reward for that is a game New Year's Day, which has been taken away from us.
It is. And, you know, it's going to be a great year going forward. Hopefully 2025 will bag on and be a good year for Corby Town. And come March, May, April. That we're all quite happy and go, do you remember when we said that?
Yeah.
Hey, but hopefully it'll all come good. But appreciate your time today. Yeah. I know it's not easy. We should have been playing a game of football at this moment, just about to kick off.
Yeah.
So it hasn't happened, but it's great that you're here today and you can come and have a word with me.
Yeah, no problem. And just like I say, thanks to all the supporters who stay with us. Thanks to all the supporters who don't stay with us. You know, everyone's entitled to their opinions, but let's keep getting behind the boys, keep getting behind the group. Like I say, we'll do our best, and I'm pretty sure if we put our best foot forward in the remainder of the season and hopefully an extended season, then we'll get what we deserve.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Gary.
Thank
Gary
you.
Setchell, Corby Town team manager for the first team.
Thank you.
So there's not much more for us to really say, but we are looking forward to a year of football in 2025. It should be good. There's not much more happening, is there? There's no kind of major tournament happening. There's no Olympics. There's no World Cup.
Ladies Euros,
Yeah,
and the Club World Championship, which is 32 teams, which we covered this before.
yeah. It's too much football. Too much football. Players are playing too much.
Yep.
But maybe they should do every third year of the fourth. They should do a non-league World Cup. And the only players that are allowed to play would be non-league players. And we'd have a couple from Corby, I'm sure. and at least we'd have something to talk about.
Very much so.
We'd have Fletcher Toll would be up north, up front for a non-league England team, wouldn't he?
Yep.
And Danny Gordon would be on there as a dead ball specialist.
He would indeed, yes.
So yeah, that's what we think. Non-league international football is the way forward. But yeah, tell us what you think. Any ideas, any thoughts? Please write them down. Send them to us here at this address, or write to us in the details below. But like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and share, please.
Follow us on all the other social media channels,
Indeed.
and go to the website.
So yeah, so we'll wrap it up now.
Yep.
And we'll say that we'll see you in football land, and we'll be back after next weekend when Corby Town play Rugby Town, and then Corby Town are back here at Steel Park on the 8th of January. That's a Wednesday night, 7:45 kickoff versus Town.
Very much.
Excellent.